Okay, welcome to Rising Vibrations. I'm Inga. This reading will be for Libra. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus for the period of now until about the middle of September. This is for the Libra elemental sign and energies. For Libra, if you're just joining me on the channel, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your support. It is appreciated. And as always, if you really like the video, give a thumbs up. If you really hate it, hit the thumbs down. But let it be for authentic reasons, because these videos are complimentary. And they may not always resonate with your particular specific situation, because they are general readings. So this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus for the period of now until about the middle of September 2018. Let's see where we are for Libra. We're starting off with the Nine of Swords. I feel like a lot of Libras are unsettled. It seems that things that they have tried to gloss over or pretend like they are okay or resolved or in agreement, in their heart of hearts, they're not. So you can put on this face, or you can agree to something to keep the peace, but in the reality of the situation, you can be very much at an unrest about the situation. So I feel like things that the Libra has agreed to in the past, hoping that things will get better, or a situation will get better or resolve itself, that the situation is welling up again. It's coming back again. So nothing was really resolved. Nothing was really fixed. And they're not ready to move forward with this endeavor. They're not ready to move even forward in their life in some capacity, because they're hung up on this. I feel like also with this Nine of Swords that someone is putting undue pressure on the Libra and causing them to bend over backwards, or asking them to bend over backwards, or that the Libra has made too many sacrifices for a particular person or situation. This can also be a job situation where they have agreed to a certain assignment or career path to gain money and stability, but they're totally unsatisfied, or they're not content or unhappy with their career path, and it's almost as if they cannot deny this anymore. Let's see what else. Okay, we have the Seven of Swords now. So the Libra can also be feeling like they have there's this aspect of untruth, or there's this aspect of self-denial, or this aspect of covering things up inside of themselves that they can't look away from anymore. But they don't feel really ready or capable to address this issue or these issues now, because it would bring too much up to the surface. Too much is going to come up to the surface, and they don't want to recognize places where they may have compromised themselves or others in their life, and almost have to admit that they're wrong or that they're sorry. They just don't want to have to do this. We have the Ten of Wands. So again, they don't want to really face this, but they know that it's something that's welling up, and they can't look away from this anymore. They can also be having a lot of dreams from someone from their past that they have tried to overlook or try to pretend that they haven't wrong, or try to pretend that there somehow weren't some slights in the situation and they can't. It's almost like it's coming in their dreams now. I feel like it's a particular person or situation, and they can't look away from this anymore because it's so pervasive, even in their subconscious or unconscious mind. And it's like this has to come up and this has to be recognized or addressed. It's like a type of denial, but I feel like it's on two fronts. I feel like the career is not totally what they want, even though they may be making good money from this. In their heart, it's not. Their heart's not in it. And even in a relationship, something I feel like they've made a lot of compromises to be in, somehow they're recognizing that there's flaws, or that they gave up too much of themselves to be in this situation. They may be trying to deny that they still have feelings for people in their past that they feel like somehow don't fit the mold or fit the bill of what they should be attracted to, or even a lifestyle. We have major arcana strength. So they are, for me, I think it feels really in a big way like they're attracted. A lot of Libra elemental signs and energy feel attracted to people and things that they feel like they shouldn't be attracted to. But they can't deny the attraction, or they can't deny this feeling inside of them. It's just something there. They can also be missing people from their past, people who they turned away, or people who they rejected is the word I'm looking for. People who they rejected, and now they almost feel a type of regret around a type of rejection. This can also be things that they rejected in terms of their career or professional life, and now they're looking back and feeling like, why did I actually do that? Because I'm not totally happy with my career path or what I'm doing for a living now to make money. We have major arcana, the star. So again, it feels like they're pretty profound topics and subjects, things that they thought that they could overcome or deny. They can't. They realize that they can't. And they want to get over this. They want to overcome these issues, or even people. It can be soulmates or twin flame type situations, by the way, because it feels like it's a deep effort or a deep campaign here. It's not something basic. This is something heavy. This is something profound. But they can't overcome it, but they don't really have a way to get back into where they were. I have two cards. Let me grab these. Oh, more than two, much more. I'm not sure if I'm going to look at these and put these back in. So we have the 10 of Wands that came again here. You see that? The 10 of Wands. So just trying to go along with the tradition, with the tried and true, with what they should do, with who they should be, with what's expected from them. And they've tried to do this, but I feel like a lot of the Libra elemental sign and energies have been lost in that effort. And now they may be struggling with trying to understand and know who they are and what they really want out of life and what they really want out of a partner. Because I feel like at some point they had dipped their toe into this type of lifestyle or job or situation that they wanted, but they took it out too fast, and they didn't have time to really experience this, let's say, alternative lifestyle or alternative life situation. They dipped out of it too fast, and now it's almost impossible for them to get back to there again. So they're thinking about this in terms of what if, and they don't really know what they want anymore, or even who they want anymore. We also have the 8. We have a lot of swords here now. We also have the 8 of swords. So we have the 9 of swords, the 7 of swords, and the 8 of swords. So again, feeling bound by this, feeling restricted, like they can't be who they really want to be, and they're not even sure who they are anymore. Because of this, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Eight of Cups. So I feel like this here is a particular situation, again, where they may have already walked away or left or taken a deviation away from a certain person. It feels like it doesn't necessarily have to be from the elemental energy of fire, but it feels like a certain commanding type of lifestyle or situation or person that possibly scared them, intrigued them and scared them, and they already moved away from this. They already abandoned it and left it. Now they're quite concerned or worried about it because they can't get back there, but they're still thinking about this person or this situation or the potential of what could have been, but it's already away now and they can't get back there anymore. Let's see what else is up for Libra. And this may have included walking away from family, not just a partner, from family, from mates, from obligations for something or someone else, and now it's lost to them. That path is lost to them. That way is lost to them because they pursued something else. They left to pursue something else, and I feel like what they left to pursue didn't fulfill them in the way that they thought it would. They know better now. They know better now, but there's no way back. They've already crossed even this bridge. You see this bridge here. They've already crossed that bridge, and they could have already burned that bridge. So there's no way back. And somehow this is heavy on their heart and heavy even on their soul. Let's see what else is up for Libra, if we can pull anything out of here. God, we have more that fell out. So let's see, we have the King of Wands. Again, this feels like the same kind of energy of whoever or whatever this was over here. I'm sorry, it's the Knight of Wands. We also have the Seven of Wands and the Page of Coins. So they left this scenario, this situation, this life path, whatever this was, they abandoned it. They didn't try to keep it. They left away from it for something else, or someone else, and it just didn't turn out to be how they thought. And now they realize that they may have given up the type of lifestyle that they wanted. Now, this could be because they've heard about the other person or the other situation, or even people who stayed on a particular job path who seem to be doing really well right now, or a person that they walked away from has moved on and they see this other person is doing well. So they're wondering, wow, I could be there with that person. I can be there in that situation. Let's see what else is coming out. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords twice. It's just repeating energy now, guys. We're starting to just get a lot of confirmation of the energy. So we have the Seven of Swords twice. So they may have not left their situation in a upfront kind of a way. And again, they're having regrets about that because they don't have a way to get back anymore. The person, whoever they left, has moved on and does not trust them anymore. Or it can also be that they don't trust the person that they're with, who they're with now. Or they don't trust or even like the work that they do. We have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this is more the energy, the person that they thought that they wanted so much, and maybe even who they left a partner to be with just isn't really turning out to be the person that they expected or wanted, but now they're kind of stuck with that person. I'm going to pick up these just to get a bit more confirmation. I would like to see if we get any more replications of the energy. I do have to shuffle these a bit, guys. But it seems to be really clear to me what's happening here, that the Libra is just feeling a type of regret around their life decisions of late. Could have been in the past, I would say 2 to 3 years. Feeling like they zigged when they should have zagged. Yeah, and wanting a different kind of life. They see their life path and they see the direction of their life and where it's going to end up in the next 5 or 10 years, and they're just not happy with it. It seems to be too basic, and I feel like the person who they went away from has a more dynamic, or is a more dynamic personality than the person that they went to or ended up with. It doesn't have to mean that they specifically left someone for another person, but it feels an awful lot like that. And this is what I see here. So we have the Ace of Coins. They're wanting to start over. They feel quite limited in where they're headed in terms of their investment. They're not getting the return on their investment that they anticipated. This could be for work, professional life, as well as people. They're just not getting the return that they thought they would get on this. And they're just wanting more fulfillment than what they currently have available to them. Let's see what else we have. We have Major Arcana, the Sun. So this can be we're not keeping those, because I do feel like something else is coming out here. Let's see, guys. It's interesting now. We have the Six of Swords. I feel like Libras are going to leave to find their fortune. This is what's coming up across. They're going to leave the situation that they're in pursuit of something else, because they just know it's not right, or even how they came into that situation wasn't right, and they know it's not going to work. We have Major Arcana, Strength 2 times now. They're moving away from whoever this was or whatever the situation was for something else. They feel they need to move away onto something else, to seek their fortune somewhere else, to seek their balance and contentment somewhere else. We keep having a lot of this fire energy. It could be too that they want to reach back out to some people from their past to try to reconnect in some way, not necessarily to try to build back up a relationship or an intimate life, but just to make amends. So we're going to go ahead and leave it there for Libra for now until the middle of September. So we're talking about for the next 2 weeks, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you back here again in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.